episode of The Grind. My name is Violet Njoki. Well, today we are talking about the financial industry, fintech to be specific. What is product financing? What is a financial product? We're going to be answering these questions and more with my guest of the day. But before then, let's get our business quote.
The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. George Bernard Shaw.
Well, as I said earlier, today we are talking about the financial industry. We are dealing with product finance, and I'm joined by Pavraj from Aspira Kenya, but I'm going to let him introduce himself before we can delve deeply into this amazing topic of today. So please introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
So my name is Pavraj Bachu. I'm the Customer Experience Officer for Aspira Kenya. Amongst thousands of financial companies in the Kenyan market, Aspira is a buy now, pay later concept in the Kenyan market.
Okay. Before you even delve deeply into the Aspira, what is a financial company? When you talk about a financial company?
A financial company allows the consumer to get a ease up on cash or buy now, pay later. It enables the customer to save up their cash. It allows lifestyle, it allows affordability.
So it kind of makes your life a bit easier.
Yes.
So when you talk about a financial product, what are we talking about? What is this product that we're talking about?
Since Aspira offers lifestyle, convenience and speed, the consumer is allowed to purchase a variety of products. It could be travel, it could be furniture, it could be appliances, electronic devices.
Okay, so now we can talk about Aspira Kenya. What is Aspira Kenya all about?
Aspira Kenya is an established firm, been in the market for 5 years now. Aspira is actually the name of our brand. We're known as a buy now, pay later concept. It enables our customers to get the benefit of the product today and pay later in easy monthly installments.
So why did Aspira choose to venture into product financing?
So basically, knowing our background in the Mauritian market, we've been doing this for 35 years. We've been financing as small as utensils to up to yachts. Knowing the Kenyan market and the survey and based on our research, we made a massive impact in the Kenyan market, and this is a place to be. Kenya is a place to invest.
So from Mauritius, you came directly to Kenya?
Yeah.
Wow, Kenya market is open to financial products?
Yes.
So what licenses do you need to have when you're moving from another country to a different one?
We're basically a wholly owned subsidiary of the company in Mauritius. Our company name is known as Sim Finance, and in Kenya we're known as Sim Credit Kenya, so one of the baby companies of Sim Finance.
So when we talk about Aspira Kenya, there are different companies that are in the country offering also bailing you out of financial issues.
Yes.
Why did you choose that? What sets apart Aspira Kenya from its competitors?
What sets us apart basically is very simple. We offer unsecured financing, whereas other financial institutes offer asset financing, logbook financing. So giving an option for a customer to have unsecured financing enables them to get the product today without putting any collateral down.
And so when you say that Aspira Kenya is a buy now, pay later.
Buy now, pay later.
How does that work?
It's very simple. If a customer is interested in purchasing a product or more than one product, let's say they're looking at purchasing a high ticket value item, and I'd like to save up my cash. I'll engage with the agent on the ground, or I'll engage with Aspira or download their app. Go through the Aspira process flow. It's very simple. Once I've met the criteria or qualifications, I get the benefit of the product within an hour's time.
And so maybe if I am a client and I apply for the Aspira Kenya, how do you know that this person is worthy of us helping them out or coming through for their financial need?
So again, we have certain process flows, and we also have target clients that we focus on.
Yes.
Based on target client, I mean, we're looking at times during COVID whereby it's on and off.
Yes.
Customers who have to save up on full school fees as well, but still need the benefit of the product.
Yes.
So once you engage with any of our team members, we're going to give you a lot of knowledge on product financing. Based on that, it will be up to you whether you choose to take the product financing or not.
Yes.
If you choose to take it, within seconds we know eligibility. We onboard you, conduct a very simple biometrics check. You submit your latest 3 months M-Pesa and bank statement, and based on that and some factors, you'll be eligible for financing or whatsoever.
But when a client comes through, maybe they take a product worth quite a lot of money. Let's give an example of 100,000.
Yes.
Are you sure that this person will pay by the end of the day? Or being a financial company, you have to know that you have these risks in mind?
So yes, knowing that we're also responsible lenders, 1 out of 10 applicants do go through with the financing whatsoever. And when a customer is approved for, let's say, about 100,000, we give them the breakdown of each monthly installment. So what is comfortable for them between 3, 6, 9 up to 12 months. They choose the easiest payment plan, what fits best for them.
So there is a payment plan.
Yeah.
What are the ranges of the payment plan?
So our payment plans are 3 months, 6 months, 9 and 12 months. So customer can take up to 12 months for the product, but they get the benefit of the product immediately.
So when it comes to the Kenyan market, how people generally know the Kenyan market when it comes to loans, some may actually forfeit paying like the money that you've given them. How does Aspira ensure that by the end of the month or the payment plan that a client has taken, that they've paid what they owe you?
So again, I said we are responsible lenders. I mean, we can have up to 50 customers applying.
Yes.
The ones who actually go through a process are actually less than 10 and make the purchase. You get about 6 to 8 customers out of 50 who purchase and are successful on repayment. Yes, we may be having auctioneers or whatsoever that do follow-ups, but we focus on successful repayments on our customers because it expands to having benefits of being a repeat customer when you come back.
And for Aspira, considering you said that you do from electronics to lifestyle and all that, do you partner with companies so that you can know that if you come for this, we have these options for you, or do you give the client the option of choosing where they want?
So we're very flexible like that. We have over 200 partners within the Kenyan market. As well, if a customer does want to purchase a product that's a non-Aspira partner, we're very happy to do that swift transaction for them immediately. Like assuming a holiday package deal that they're available to look at for the summer, or they'd like to collect furniture that's going on for mid-year, we have up to 50% off with particular partners and others offering higher. So we're very flexible like that.
Does that affect if maybe, given an example, I take from you and then I leave the country? Will you follow up? I know you're out of the country, but you owe us something.
It's very rare that happens again. But we do also have the customers next of kin and some basic details about them. And again, once they sign our contract, they go through the terms and conditions that are available and they understand the financing. So again, I would say that's very rare.
Oh, very rare. It's very rare for that to happen.
Yeah.
We are out. Sorry, but we still need our cash. When we say that you also cater for the lifestyle, there are sometimes that you can say some people live a bougie lifestyle that they want to showcase to the people that is not what they can afford. Can that affect you in future, like when you getting back to take your loans?
Not really, actually. See, in Kenya, we finance as low as 10,000 Kenya shillings to up to 500,000. So even the customers who are taking a very high-end items or whatsoever, we closely ensure that they understand the payment plans, the terms and conditions of it. In case of they're unable to make a payment or whatsoever on the due date, we're also flexible to understand why they're not. So we push their payment plans and they're very comfortable with it or whatsoever. So they go through a very thorough understanding of their payment plans to ensure that does not affect them.
But you have to understand that at this point you have to do this, at this point you have to do this before you decide, let me show you this lifestyle.
So we definitely do guide our customers to ensure they get the best of the benefit of the product.
And you told me that you work with over 200 companies when it comes to the financial product that you offer. How do you ensure that you have the best, what do I call it, partner to work with? Like when it comes to electronics, this is the best. When it comes to holidays, this is the best.
It's not up to us, it's actually upon our retailers. All our retailers have various offers running throughout the year. In terms of product, it's all about them understanding the value of our product as well as a retailer. So I'm just going to list a few retailers such as Hotpoint, Furniture Palace, and authorized Samsung resellers, authorized Apple resellers. They understand the value of our products, so they know the target client that they have. Based on that is they know their cash client and their Aspira client at the same time.
So they understand both the client and you as Aspira. So they're the ones who approach you.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that is quite interesting. Well, apparently Aspira Kenya has built itself to be a renowned brand that even their clients will have to approach them so that they can get to the retailers that Aspira works with. Now that is building a good financial product. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to understand what sets Aspira apart when it comes to their future and even gaining the momentum that they did in Mauritius, gaining it here in Kenya. We'll be right back.
are watching.
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. It is our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
Actually, for us to make a wheelchair, we have to take measurements of the user.
After doing my assessment, I get to know the parent, I get to know the heaviness she's carrying.
Disability comes at different stages of life.
How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la Siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga.
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. The next set of millionaires are farmers, as we know agriculture has been and still is the backbone of our economy. As we traverse the different counties to meet different farmers, we ensure to get the story of how they started farming and even how they continue to penetrate the market and overcome the challenges.
Hapa, the reason why nilieka goose na si ducks. Goose, they are very easy to maintain.
A lot of farmers keep on calling, inquiring whether you're supposed to raise some seeds in the nursery or you're supposed to do them directly in the field.
The greenhouse helps us to control the temperature because the temperature needs to be between 28 to 32 degrees.
Walk this journey with us every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. It's no secret, construction ain't cheap. But how do we make it affordable? The home of untold stories.
Welcome back for those who missed the first part. My name is Violet Njoki and I'm joined by the Customer Experience Officer for Aspira Kenya. His name is Pavraj. He's been telling us about the financial product. The financial industry is what we're covering here today. So Pavraj, we talked about Aspira Kenya building itself here in Kenya. But what is the gap that you saw in the Kenyan market that you saw the need to come and fill it?
Well, it's very simple. I think the gap for us was how people are going to ease up their cash, you know. Knowing how the COVID times had been difficult in the market, customers didn't have that option to get the benefit of the product now and ease up their cash. So it's all about easing up their cash.
Easing up your life and the cash. So even that you mentioned about COVID, there are some economic constraints that it has had on the Kenyan market. How has it affected business for Aspira?
It's actually not affected business. It's actually been a beneficial to Aspira, whereby customers are worried about when to pay school fees and other factors. Aspira allows them to use just a very minimum portion of their cash, and they still get to save 90% of their cash to other products. So it's actually been beneficial to us.
Or instead of having affected, it actually brought a bit of clients your way. So when it comes to Aspira Kenya, how do you determine the rates in which you need to give a client, considering that you have different clients with different needs? How do you determine the rates that you're going to give them?
So the interest rates are based on algorithms, based on some factors such as disposable income or whatsoever. When a customer submits their M-Pesa and bank statement. There's certain aspects our bot looks at to determine the interest rate that fits best for this customer.
Oh, so everything is like electronically determined.
Yes.
Like you just put in, this one will get this will get this. And what about like return clients? Is there like some benefit for them? Like when a client comes like 2, 3, 4 times,
yes.
Is there like a benefit for them?
So every time a client comes back on successful repayment, we have them on zero deposit, gives them about 100% on financing. The interest rate does decrease as well, and they get enabled for a higher limit. Yeah.
And when it comes to like borrowing money, is it does Aspira focus on borrowing money, or are there other services that you offer?
So we don't lend money or give our customers the cash. We basically finance the product for them, whereby the customer visits the retailer, and through Aspira we will pay up the retailer upfront for the product, and the customer gets to go the product immediately.
So help me understand a little bit. So if a customer comes and is under Aspira Kenya, goes to, we give the example of Samsung as you said, and they get an electronic from there.
Yes.
So they just say, I need this, so the company is the one which will contact you, or how does that work?
Yeah, so basically if a customer walks into an authorized Samsung reseller, what happens is the customer has 4 payment options. They have cash, they have M-Pesa, they have credit cards, and they have Aspira.
Yes.
If they choose Aspira, the retailer gets in touch with us immediately. One of our team members takes the customer through the process. Once that's done, within an hour, the customer gets to walk out with the product.
So it's like instant there?
Yes.
You leave with your product and...
You leave with your product and you pay later.
But if I get maybe a TV and it breaks in the process, you do not care about that, you just have to...
Well, the warranty is given by the retailer whatsoever. See, we're the financier. If a customer does have an issue, we will guide and help the customer to contact the retailer based under the warranty and whatsoever if a product changes or anything as well.
Okay. So considering that Aspira is all about finances, there's also the fact that we have banks giving loans, we have SACCOs and all. What sets Aspira Kenya, being a financial company, sets it apart from the SACCOs and the bank loans?
So there's a lot of factors, and I think the most common one that we look at is offering our customers unsecured financing. When we introduce this concept to customers, they do get surprised that, oh wow, I get the benefit of not putting down my logbook or title deed and getting the product immediately.
Yeah. So if they do not put in like the collateral, like the logbook and all, how are you sure that they're going to return?
Again, we are responsible lenders, so once we conduct our due diligence, it's very simple and straightforward.
Wow, okay, you have a lot of faith in your clients, if I may say.
Yes.
So with Aspira Kenya, considering that helping your clients get whatever they need is your main focus, what about the future of Aspira? Like, is there a step further that Aspira can take in this financial industry?
Well, I mean, being in the fintech industry, there's always something new that we're looking to venture in. In terms of Aspira, we're currently focused on creating that awareness in the Kenyan market. All over the world, I mean, in the European industry or whatsoever, financing is very old. But in the Kenyan market, of course, financing is still a bit new. So our main focus is on creating that awareness in the industry right now.
So not a lot of people understand how this kind of product works. Do you offer, when a client comes to you, how you sit them down and explain how it works?
Yes, we do. Every time a customer is curious or interested in our product, we make them understand what financing is. We do give them financial advice as well, and we help them understand how you get the benefit of the product, how your installments are done, how your deposits are done, and how it's beneficial to you in terms of building your credit history or whatsoever.
And have you focused in one county? We have 47 counties in Kenya, but Nairobi, even as much as Nairobi is the hub, what about other clients who are outside Nairobi? Does it work for everyone?
Yes, it does. We have our team that operates remotely. We do not have to physically be there with the customer for them to get the benefit of the product. So even if the customer does visit the retailer in Kisumu, Eldoret, even Mombasa, I can remotely assist the customer and they can walk out with the product.
Oh, it's as far as it can go.
Yes, however, we still have a team in Mombasa, in Kisumu, Eldoret as well.
To help just in case you're stuck somewhere. So I remember asking you about repeat clients who come and you give them some benefit. So what happens if a client comes in, is a first-time client, and takes a product worth quite a lot of money, maybe even get to 300,000. Do you consider that?
Yes, we do. Again, based on their documents submitted, based on their disposable income and other factors. If this customer has been healthy in the lending industry or borrowing well and not unsuccessful on any other borrowing place, they could be eligible for a high limit.
And if a client comes in, what is it that they need to have in hand to give it so that you can ensure that, yes, now you're in our system, that you can use our system?
So they must have their national ID in hand or whatsoever, because we do conduct a biometrics check that takes a couple of seconds to validate this the same customer as per their ID.
Yes.
Once that's done, just some basic information, and they generate the latest 3 months M-Pesa and the latest 3-month bank statement, other documents if and when required based on certain factors. So all those documents are very easy to get within a couple of seconds. I mean, M-Pesa, within seconds, your bank statement comes to the email, and yeah, you submit that.
There are a lot of people who are taking loans, and some have not maybe repaid, and they like move to another app now to let's borrow from this one, from this one. If you check a client and it comes that they have outstanding loans balances in other apps, do you consider that, and how does that affect their system?
That would depend if they're positively listed in CRB or negatively. If you have been borrowing a lot from Cash App loans or whatsoever and you're positively listed in CRB, that's good. That means you're building your credit history. If you're negatively listed, unfortunately not.
That cuts you out. Now you have to find another way. So for Aspira, that now that you are able to build 35 years in Mauritius, is the Kenyan market open for building your stand for that long even here? Do you think the Kenyan market is open to that?
Definitely, yes. We're actually looking to compete with our own company in Mauritius as well.
You want to compete with yourself?
Yes.
Wow. So you want to see if you can get to where Mauritius was?
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping that you can get there, considering that Kenya continues to grow on a daily basis. So if someone wants to come into Aspira, how do they get in contact with you? How do they find your services so that they can use it?
So we're based in a lot of malls. We have a lot of field agents within Nairobi in the biggest malls, i.e. Sarit Center, Westgate Mall. You go to Thika Road, there's some malls there. In a lot of our retailer partners, we have brand visibility, whereby you can see. With our partners, we have co-branding done on billboards, flyers or whatsoever. So wherever you visit and you see a Aspira presence, you're welcome to engage. Even our retailer partners are trained on how to engage with the customer and take them to the next step.
So even as we wind up, as much as Aspira can you help people with finances, it's still a business as well. You're still running a business. How have you been able to market yourself so that Kenyans can know there is Aspira Kenya out in the market?
So again, it's based on our retailer partners. Our retailer partners create that visibility. We do co-sharing, branding or whatsoever. We're very active on social media platforms, and our website has been key in terms of that. We do have an active call center that operates to create that awareness for all our partners or customers that do call in and understand the product financing industry.
Okay, so as we wind up, Pavraj, what is your parting shot to Kenyans even as they aim to delve into this industry that people are actually hoping?
I would really invite a lot of Kenyans to come, try the product, get the benefit of it, walk away with that TV, that phone, the furniture product right now and pay later. I mean, if you're going to save up 90% of your cash, you might as well do it with Aspira.
You might as well just go with the easiest there is. Well, thank you so much, Pavraj, for your time, and I'm hoping that more Kenyans can get to join Aspira and make their life a bit easier. Say Aspira makes it easier. It's a buy now,
pay later.
Pay later. That is quite easy for you. So if you're out there and you see the need for you to get something but you can't pay for it, Aspira is here with the buy now, pay later aspect. Thank you so much, Pavraj, and I'm hoping that Kenyans have learned about the financial products that are there in the market, and that Aspira can continue to help out where it can. Well, guys, that is all we had here for you here today about the financial industry. We've learned quite a lot, apparently. There's something like buy now, pay later. Give me that aspect. I'm going for it. So anyway, until next time, talk to us on 22047. Tell us which business do you want us to feature next. Talk to us on TV47K, all our social media platforms, of our Jockey, all my social media platforms. Tell us which business do you want us to go to, who do you want us to see, talk to. Well, until next week, when you go to another business, another entrepreneur,